Hello everyone, I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, giving you a closer look at the Boulder boot from Forma. All right, so today we're giving you a closer look at the Boulder boot from Forma. Now, for those of you out there that aren't too familiar with Forma, they're actually an Italian company known for making very high quality boots. And an interesting thing about the Boulder is this is designed to be a trials boot. And I'll explain kind of the differences between this and just a regular boot here in just a moment. But what's interesting is that over the years, we've seen it from other manufacturers in their trials boot, that this style has become a very popular boot for dual sport adventure riding, even touring riding, because they're very comfortable, very little break-in time, but still offer a good amount of protection. Now, if you're wondering, well, what makes this a trials boot versus, say, an off-road boot? Well, let's talk about those differences real quick. So the trials boot, okay, you're not gonna have quite as much protection that you're gonna get with some other off-road boots. So that's one thing you are gonna notice. But the big difference is gonna be in the sole design. So being a boot made for trials, you're gonna see it's got a flat sole. So it's a anti-slip rubber compound, so it's very grippy, and that's what you want when you're a trials rider. You're also gonna notice that it's flat. So normally with an off-road boot, especially adventure dual sport boots, you're gonna have the heel that's raised just a little bit, more of that walking sole design. With a trials boot, you're not gonna see that. That way, no matter where the sole is on the foot peg, it's gonna offer a good contact and offer great grip for the rider. So that's kind of the big difference you're gonna notice with the trials boot. You're also gonna notice that this is a traditional stitch-on sole. It comes with a steel shank, so as if this did wear out, it is going to be replaceable. Now, before we dive in and talk about the other features of it, let's talk about fitment real quick. So the Boulder is very comfortable. Okay, it's gonna fit true to size, but remember, it is an apparel item. So if you're not happy with the sizing or the fitment, send it back to us in brand new, unused condition. We give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange, so make sure you get the correct fitments you are looking for. But also with the foot, or the foot bed, one thing I did notice out here in the toe box area, it is really wide. I have pretty wide feet, so when I put this on, no pinch points. So definitely for riders that do have a wider foot, you're gonna have plenty of room up here in the front. When we talk about construction, okay, like I said earlier, Forma, known for their high quality boots, you're gonna get full grain leather throughout this entire. So you can see it here on the front, nice heavy duty double stitching. Now you can't see it, but underneath the toe box as well as in the heel, you are gonna have a polyurethane nylon insert inside there. That's gonna give good impact protection. And again, just a nice sleek look because that's all gonna be underneath. If we look at the medial side here, okay, you can see working your way up, you have that genuine leather, then you get to a suede leather up here at the top. So nice contact patch with the bike. Also, that's gonna be your heat guard as well. Now underneath that burn guard, you're also gonna notice that right here on the medial side by the ankle, you actually have a thermal-formed ankle shield protector. So a little bit of impact protection for the ankle bone right here. Here in the front, you can see if you work your way up, like I mentioned, okay, the sole on these is pretty stiff. There's not a whole lot of flex there, but as you work your way up from the ankle up, you start to get a lot of flexibility in this boot, which is something that riders really like. So you can see you've got those stretch bellows here in the front, and then up the top here, you've got this molded shin plate, so that's good impact protection there. You also can see actually you have one little vent here on the shin plate, so that's just gonna allow a little bit more airflow to get in. Now if we turn around, we look at the back. Okay, another unique feature being a trials boot, they have what they call their dented heel cup. So you can see right here on the side how it really comes in. Now the purpose behind that design is as a trials rider, that's just gonna aid in shifting when you're standing up. You can also see you do have that textured polyurethane here in the back as well. Remember, you're getting that reinforced heel cup here as well. And then up here at the top, again, there's some more of that stretch bellow. That's gonna be up the top of the calf, just helping with the flex and the comfort of the boot. And so remember, if you're gonna be walking around off the bike quite a bit, that's another feature that people really like about the style of boot. It's very comfortable on the bike and also off. Now lastly, let's talk about the buckles here on the outside. So 3-buckle design. What's nice is that these buckles are replaceable, the straps as well. So if one were to break, very easy. I'll actually show you right here. So you just got 2 screws that are holding on each buckle, so GH buckles. Very similar actually to their off-road buckles, which I'm a huge fan of. So to operate these, really simple. You take your strap, place it right over top, it's just gonna snap right down. So very simple to use, especially with the gloved hand, you're gonna find those no problem. Again, you've got 3 of those. And we'll open those up and show you the inside here. Open up our last buckle. Now you're gonna notice at the top, you've got a Velcro panel. Now one thing I did notice that I'm a fan of with these is that they're actually a little bit wider at the top than some of the other trials boots that I've seen. Also, I like that it's a full length boot as well. So if you're like me, you do have larger legs or you wear knee guards or even a knee brace, should be okay with the opening size that you have. But remember, that's why we have our fit guarantee. So try these on with the gear that you're gonna be wearing to make sure you get proper fitment. But if we open it up and we look at the inside, Okay, you can see the liner in there. Now you're gonna have an antibacterial removable footbed inside, so if you want, you can replace that. Also, another feature I like that you're not gonna be able to see, and this is something that I noticed right as I put the boot on, is that you do have padding around the ankle area. It's a memory foam padding, so very comfortable. You're gonna have that around the ankle, so that's a big comfort factor. And lastly, you're gonna see your liner right here. Now, one thing I want to point out, this is very important when you're shopping for dual sport adventure touring boots. For trials riding, probably not that big of a deal, but it's not a waterproof boot. Now, leather, we already know, is naturally water resistant, but just keep in mind that this boot is not waterproof. That is one thing that I would highlight. Now, buckle these back up real quick. All right, so there it is. That is the Boulder boot coming from Forma. If you guys do have any questions, leave your comments below. Give us a call or chat live online. We'll get those answered for you. To pick yours up, you can click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. And do not forget that orders over $75 ship free. If you like this video, make sure to click subscribe to see more. We also do have a dual sport adventure boot buyer's guide. So if you want to see more great options, some of our favorite picks and our most popular best selling boots, well, make sure you give that a watch. I'm Chase of Rocky Mountain. See you on the trails.